everything that we do requires a jump, right? Some sort of leap of faith. And some of those leaps are bigger than others, like, to be honest, okay? Some of those jumps are way bigger than others, and they are scarier than others. But I feel like to truly live in your purpose, to truly fulfill your destiny, you have to take risks. You have to jump. It's always going to feel scary. It's always going to feel like not the right time. It's always going to be something else coming up. Like, it's just always going to be there. Life is going to keep lifing. And so at some point, you just got to take a risk. Hey guys, it's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. Say it with me. Done is better than perfect. Master one thing at a time. Practice makes better, and this has to work. Let's get it. Hey, what's going on, awesome party peeps? It's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. What's up, YouTube? If you are new here, we talk all things premium courses, luxury coaching and mentorship programs, and brands, how to build those out using your knowledge, your wisdom, your lived experiences, okay? So you can package that into the format of a course and a luxury coaching and mentorship brand. If that is something you're interested in, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like button, bell notification so you know when new episodes like this drop, and we can hang out live. Okay, I love helping entrepreneurs, executives, okay, package their knowledge, their wisdom. Like, you have learned too much, you've been through too much, okay, for you not to package that up and actually teach it to somebody else who needs to skip some of the mistakes, save the time, the money, and the energy. And so with that being said, today's topic is just breathe, all right? What's going on, IG? It's good to see y'all on as well. Okay, so just breathe. I need you to take a second and just breathe. I know that sometimes things feel heavy, okay? Things feel like, what am I doing today? This came up for me. I was thinking about it, especially when it comes to like faith-based entrepreneurship. And I think about this so often in my meditation or when I'm reading my Bible. I was thinking earlier today about how much faith is required to be a business owner, okay? And just to live life in general, especially these days. And so I started thinking about how much we take our next breath for granted. Like, we're often just breathing, okay? We're walking around knowing that the next breath is coming. We don't overthink it. We don't hesitate, okay? We just take our breath as it comes. And so I want to encourage you today, this is for somebody, like, no matter what is coming up for you today, no matter what is going on today, like, just give yourself some time and space to breathe. Just breathe and know that you can handle it. Now, here's the other thing that I want to put here too. Maybe the current version of you. Sometimes we go through things happen in life to help us start to pivot. And I always say, pivot, don't panic, right? What's going on, Ayush? Hello. It's good to see you on. Sending you much love back. I appreciate that. Let me know where you're watching from or what time it is where you're watching from. I'm always so interested in the global reach of these episodes. Too Fast, Too Furious. What's going on? It's good to see you as well. And so I want to bring this real quick. Sometimes things come up where we feel like, are we going to be able to handle it? And it takes me back to exactly what I was talking about at the top of this episode about how we have so much faith to just for our next breath. We should be having that same amount of faith, okay, that things are going to work themselves out for our good. Maybe the current version of yourself, who you are today, isn't the version of yourself that's supposed to handle what's coming next. Does that make sense? So who you are today, all those past problems, situations, challenges that you have faced in your life has equipped you to handle your next level. And so we have to be thinking from next level us, okay? That next version of ourselves. We can't think the way we've been thinking. We can't continue to do the same things we've been doing. It's what will next level you be doing, okay? And how can you handle this problem? And here's the thing, like, about this, and I always think about this when I run into problems or situations or challenges, and this is why it's so easy to pivot instead of panic, because you start to think about it in these terms, like, oh, I'm equipped for this. I just have to step into that next version of myself. I have to step into who I have become and not continue these same patterns, these same habits, these same beliefs and thoughts, right? I have to step into this next level. And so with me stepping into the next level, that next version of you already has the problem figured out, already has it handled. We're talking about Bruno Mars' brother, hello, says, I don't want to have to handle what's next. It's handling what's now, but you're using the next level version of you. Okay, like, does that make sense? So it's like, yeah, let nature do itself, and we have to have faith, but also faith without works is dead. Like, there are some things that you're supposed to be doing in order to help yourself help you. Okay, that's just it. What's going on, Gio? It's good to see you. Kiran, hello, hello. Ideal says law of attraction. Yes, I'm more based in like spiritual, right? Christianity, spiritual aspects, on that side, right? Like, definitely a believer here. Tony, what's going on? So we're talking all about like just breathe, especially when challenges come up, things happen in life, and being able to handle those things, you know. And it's about like this version of yourself that you've been working on like so hard, like going through the challenges. You're going hard, you're here for a reason, you know it, and it feels like some stuff just feels super hard and super heavy. It's handling it with who you have become. All right, and that's just it. So that's where I'm at. Ajit, I appreciate that. Says nice. I'm glad that that is making sense. Gio says nice. I'm glad it's making sense. South Africa in the building. I love it. What's going on? I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Emmanuel, I appreciate you being on today. I love you back, Adil. Thank you. Bruno Ross, brother, you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. 847 Global, what's going on? Welcome back. If you're new here, by the way, hit that subscribe button, like button, bell notification so you know when new episodes like this drop. I love hanging out with y'all, okay? I appreciate y'all so much. Sending y'all much love back. 847 Global says, procrastinating till the time of the assignment due usually brings out my best resort to the equation, or retort to the equation. Yes, I've been that person too. Procrastinating, okay, until the last minute. I did it with all my assignments. I talked about this in another episode. I'll link it somewhere above my head if you're watching the replay. But it's on this channel, and I talk about how I used to like stay up late the night before, even though I had the assignments the whole semester, and just wait and feel like, yes, it produced some of my best work for sure. I would agree with that. But in some things, right, we kind of have to like get a head start, especially when we start talking pro tip for your courses, course launches, all those things. You want to do the prep work before the course launch so that you are prepared during the launch. Not to say you're not going to have some work to do during the launch, but you'll find it so much smoother, better. You'll make more sales. You'll resonate with more people if you do the prep work ahead of time. So while I appreciate the hustle, okay, in the moments and that last minute adrenaline rush that we get sometimes, is not always the thing. Okay, your person, what's going on, says Jesus loves you. Back at you. Okay, amen. I hope you never forget that. If you're ever feeling discouraged or weak, remember this, Philippians 4:13. I can do everything through Christ that empowers me. God bless you back. And I appreciate that. That's exactly what we're talking about today. Is just breathing. Okay, like you can handle it. Adil says, are you a motivational speaker? I do speak. Yep, I do some keynotes. I appreciate you. Gio, welcome to the Jump First Academy family. Okay, new sub in the building. Thank you. I appreciate you. 847 Global says, what if you are truly shadow banned by the government due to business? Well, again, it would depend on like what the business is, right? Like there's that piece too. And so it depends on what you're trying to do, and what you have done in the past. So there's some, I guess there would be some nuances there. So that's something to definitely have a conversation about. Is it true that you make 10,000 in 6 weeks? Yes, absolute veracity. Yes, you can absolutely do that. I did $12,542 in less than 14 days launching my first course. And that was in 2018. Okay. And so I have clients and students that come in and do 10, 11 grand in like 21 days, 28 days. I have testimonials on this channel, case studies on this channel. It's not just me saying this stuff. All right. There are actual client case studies and testimonials on this channel. There's a playlist that's called Case Studies and Testimonials. So go check it out. And I actually love interviewing my students essentially, but just having natural conversation. So inside those case studies and testimonials is the actual person who went through the process. And I don't like just giving just a blanket statement where they're just stating what their results were. It's usually about 20 to 30 minutes long are our conversations in those case studies. And they talk about where they started, how they went through the process, and then what their results were. And then they give their recommendations for anyone else who's looking to start. So It's all out there, okay? You can check out that playlist and go through those as well. But yes, that is totally possible. And I have found that online courses specifically are the fastest and easiest way to hit those numbers consistently, at least for my clients and I, right? And I found this process, used it for myself to do that first $12,542 in less than 14 days. I was really excited because it confirmed for me that I was on the right path, because I named my business Jump First because I have taken a leap of faith in most of everything that I've done in my life, whether it came to going to school, my education, and it would feel like, looking from the outside in, some of my friends have said, you're lucky, you're so lucky. And it's like, it's all a faith walk, for me. My launches, like, I left corporate, and so I named my business Jump First. I didn't have a plan when I left corporate. It was just like, what am I doing? I don't know. And so that's where the name Jump First came from. And so I took that leap of faith, did the $12,542 in less than 14 days. I'll never forget the number because it was my freedom number. And it confirmed for me that this was my path. Like, this was what I was supposed to be doing. And so I really wanted to bring this today because, again, just breathe, okay? Like, I was thinking about it during meditation, and I was like, we're breathing every single day. We're taking these breaths every single moment, and sometimes we take them for granted. Not that we take our lives for granted, but we just take the next breath for granted, that we're gonna take it, right? So why can't we have that same amount of faith when it comes to other things that we like to do in life, our goals, like our dreams, our pursuits? Like, have that same amount of faith that you can just breathe, okay? You can breathe. So I hope that was helpful and that gave you the answer. Yoda, what's going on? I appreciate you, but that's absolutely okay. Babu, hello. Absolute veracity. Yes, you do. Okay, online courses are the thing. Gio says, cool. I appreciate you. What's going on? Tasha, it's good to see you. I love you. Sending you much love. My mentee's in the building. Shantae, hello. Jamal, hey, what's going on? Says, that's what I'm afraid to do, is jump off of faith. I know, it's very, very scary. Know that I appreciate all the new subs as well. Shout out to y'all. Welcome to the Jump First Academy family. It is very scary. I will say that, Jamal, like, taking the leap of faith, jumping. But it's one of those things that I feel like is just so necessary in life, right? Like, if you want to accomplish anything of significance, I can't even say of great value, because sometimes, like, we do things of great value without taking a big jump. But I feel like it does require, everything that we do requires a jump, right? Some sort of leap of faith. And some of those leaps are bigger than others, like, to be honest, okay? Some of those jumps are way bigger than others, and they are scarier than others. But I feel like to truly live in your purpose, to truly fulfill your destiny, you have to take risks. You have to jump. It's always going to feel scary. It's always going to feel like not the right time. It's always going to be something else coming up. Like, it's just always going to be there. Life is going to keep lifing. And so at some point, you just got to take a risk, and I've taken some very big ones in my life, especially related to my business, but they have paid off. Not all of them. Not all of them. I'll say not all of them, and they haven't paid off in the way that I had hoped, but they have paid off because I have learned, okay? I've made some mistakes and I have learned what not to do, but I've also learned a lot about what to do and how to move smarter, okay? So I just feel like, take the risk, okay? Take the jump. It's very, very important. Jamal says, you're absolutely right, ma'am. No guts, no glory. It's true. It's true. Depth knows you're rocking that 1990s hairstyle, wearing those 1990s shoulder pad jackets. I appreciate that. It doesn't have shoulder pads though. That's crazy. I think it's like the way I'm sitting, I don't know, or the way that it's designed. Also, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I spilled something on my shirt right here, so I was trying to, like, get a little closer to y'all. I appreciate y'all though. Tasha says, a taste of tea salon says the risk is worth the reward. Okay, mentee. Yes. Okay. I love the affirmations on today, and I love my mentees being in the building as well. Nash AT, you got the fit on. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I'm sending y'all much love, but I really wanted to bring that, like, just breathe, okay? Just breathe. I promise. This came up in my meditation today, and I was like, if I could just have that amount of faith, for like the same faith I have for my next breath, for everything in my life, we'll be good. But it's just hard sometimes, it's our human nature that we fight against. And this is why I always say, or why I was saying earlier on in this episode, if you're just tuning in, go back and watch from the beginning. You have to step into the next version of yourself. Okay, you like, that's who already has the solution, who already has figured out the problem. You are equipped to step into the next version of yourself. You have to think from that place. Okay, like think as whatever it is that you're looking to do, whatever it is that you want to occur, to happen, the outcome, all of those things. Think from it. Okay, not of it. There's a difference. When you're thinking of it, you're thinking from the place that you currently are. You're thinking from the version of yourself who you currently are. This version has become someone different. Okay, let's see how I can get this across, because it's such an abstract idea, but I think it's so necessary, and not a lot of mentors are talking about this, especially service-based mentors or even people who have product-based businesses. The version of yourself who has the answers is your next version of yourself. The version of you currently is already equipped to become the next version of yourself. So that means that this version of yourself is already equipped, already has the answers, but is waiting for you to step into that. And so when you start to think from the end, when you start to think with the end in mind, not of it, like, oh, I'm trying to get over there, because then you're thinking from the current version of yourself. But if you think from the end, from that version of you who already has the result, who already has the outcome, who has already figured this thing out, you can then like not backtrack, but you can think from the end, right? So you can think, okay, I already have it figured out. So what would that version of myself be doing? How they already have the answer. What actions would they be taking? What would they be thinking, right? Those are the things that's how you want to think, not of, from, okay? You already have it. You're already equipped. You're going through the current challenge now, but you can't solve it from where it is that you currently are. You have to solve it from the end. So think that way, all right? And you'll automatically start aligning your thoughts, behaviors, your words with the solution. That's just it, all right? And then you can breathe. You can breathe. So new sub in the building. What's going on, Chrissy Lee? Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you. Desmond says, your teeth are so white. Besides brushing your teeth, what's your routine? So I do whiten, but I haven't in a while. So thank you. Okay. I need to actually, but I use Snow. So there's a system called Snow. It's snow whitening, is what I use. I don't ever gatekeep, y'all. Like, I want y'all to have the information, please. But I appreciate that. So that tells me I feel like I need to whiten again. I haven't in some months, but that tells me that it actually works, right? So thank you. I appreciate that. Pardon me. Robin says the only risk is live the life that you actually don't want, or live for someone else. You only have one life and make the best of it. Absolutely. Totally agree. And that's why I left corporate. That's why I took a risk on my education. That's why I invest in mentors and coaches. That's why I started this business, right? It was like I wanted to make sure that what I wanted was aligned with what I wanted, with the vision that I feel God gave me. Like, and nobody else can see that vision but me. Nobody else can see your vision the way that you see it, like crystal clear. Nobody else. I appreciate the new subs, y'all. Trevor says, hey, where are you from? I'm in the Northeast in the States. Let me know where you're from or what time it is where you're watching from. Money Lock, what's going on? It's been a minute. Hey, says tapping in. I appreciate you tapping in. Filing a new food and beverage business tomorrow. Let's get it. Let's get it. Congratulations. Jordan says, we don't have life. We are eternal beings. We are eternal beings. I agree with that. Money won't satisfy the soul. That's true. But can I tell you something? I talked about this yesterday. I'll also try to link that video above my head for the replay. But with that being said, we do have one life, present physical life, right? Which is why, like, I've been leaning into knowing I still feel my grandmother, right, around. She passed away in 2017. And so I still feel her. I still see her in the format of like, what are those things called? Ladybugs, right? And so I feel like I'm really, I don't want to go too deep in this episode, but I feel like I'm really grasping, like, okay, like, you know, our souls are eternal. We do have a physical life here. I talked about this the other day. While we're here, though, what are you going to do? Right? Canada in the building, what's going on? While you're here, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with this life while you're living, while you're physical? How are you helping other people? And money won't satisfy the soul. You're absolutely right. I talked about this the other day. Again, I'll link that video. It does help buy the freedom, okay, that you need to reach more people, impact more people, and live your life to the fullest. That's my opinion. Like, it buys you the freedom to have the experiences and make the impact you need to make. And that's just it. Um, yes, money is the need for exchange. It's an exchange of value, essentially. God is absolutely the gift. I agree with you. And I appreciate you guys' thoughts and comments as well. GW Pennywise, why don't you help people? What's wrong with helping people? Well, the love of money is the root of all evil, right? We can go deep, y'all. I'm not gonna get this deep on this channel, but I appreciate y'all. Money can get literally everything. Hey, Lino. People who say money can't buy happiness are the broke ones. That's been my experience as well. It can buy the experiences that make you happy. Again, I talked about that in a previous episode. I linked it so you guys can check it out. Well, I will link it once this replay is up so you guys can check it out. Hey, Gio, welcome back. Trevor says, can someone explain to me if heaven exists? I believe that it does exist. It's in the Bible. You know, if you read the Bible. Do you read the Bible? Are you a Christian? I won't go too deep on this channel, but I believe in God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, okay? Raised a Christian girl here, have explored, I won't say like explored other religions, but I have studied other religions. So I did like 2 years of theology school for a little bit. So yeah, and I feel like that's necessary. At least like look at what other things exist so you can determine your own path and make sure not just because you're raised Christian, I am a PK by the way, or raised a certain way that you just adopt those beliefs. I truly believe that. And this is not just for religion, but in anything. And this is also why I teach creating courses, because man, you know stuff. It's so weird, like not being able to see the reflection of myself in the camera. It's so weird. Because that phone call came in and like disrupted everything. So I just see a black screen, but I'm glad I can still see you guys' comments. But yeah, this is with everything. It's why I teach courses. Teach what it is that you know, because somebody else needs what you know to help them either skip mistakes, save money, time, energy, but also help them determine whatever, get them closer to their vision, their destiny, all of those things. And so that's very important as well. Barat, hello. It's good to see you on. Thank you. Is it Leos? Says, oh my God, your hair is so good, girl. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Gio. I appreciate that. Your hair is nice. Thank you. Oh Lord, Lino, you're hilarious. Y'all are funny. Trevor says, I am baptized Catholic, but I think religion needs to be less based off the Bible. Again, I don't want to get too deep, right? But like religion and spirituality are two different things. So raised Christian. So I identify Christian with the Christian religion. Lajos, thank you. Ricardo, hi. I appreciate that. Moneylock says it's not about currency, it's all about the emulation of God. Yes. Okay. Amen. Amen. Money is just value, y'all. It's an exchange of value. Like people, and money, again, I'm not about to get too deep. It's energy. It's not real, right? It's energy. So it's just an exchange of energy. You're exchanging money for something else of equal or greater value. That's literally it. Like, yeah, it's just a thing that we exchange. Ricardo, Northeast in the US. I appreciate y'all. Let me tell you something. On this channel, I really, really appreciate differences of opinion and or similar opinions, right? But I appreciate you guys sharing your opinions. The spaces that I create are for that reason. It's for us to learn from each other. I'm not here to talk at you, okay? I'm here to cultivate an inspirational and positive environment where we can learn. Teaching and learning are reciprocal. So also remember that for your courses. Pro tip, teaching and learning are reciprocal. You should be learning from your students, even if it's learning student behavior, right? Your mentees, what are they missing? What do they need more of inside your courses? You should be learning as well. Gio says, I speak English a little because I'm Mexican. Okay, in the building. I love that. I'm trying to get my Spanish up. I just said I was going to do this. Ricardo's from Italy. Oh my goodness. It's so good to see you here. Life is a true value, not distractions. Yes, I agree with that, Jordan. No offense taken. Trevor, no offense taken. Moneylock says, I love this channel. I appreciate you. Sending you much love back. Thank you. Movie Short Society. Those are without a doubt the whitest and nicest teeth I've ever seen. Thank you. I appreciate it. Fun fact, I did have braces for a minute, okay? From like 5th grade to 10th grade. Super fun fact. That was like the most pivotal time in my life. I was brace faced, but I am thankful for my parents doing that because I love to smile. I love to laugh. So I appreciate all of you guys' comments and what do you call those? Compliments. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. All right, y'all. That's all I wanted to bring today. I appreciate interacting with you all. Again, I appreciate all of y'all being here. Gio, thank you again. Hey, what's going on? Laos, my hobbies, I love teaching. I love interacting with people. I love understanding people. I love learning, okay, reading, traveling, all those fun things. Creating courses is my jam. Like, you will catch me creating a course in a minute. I have no problem with that at all. 847 Global says, so I have many things to talk with you about. Let's get it. All right, if you're interested in getting started, shameless plug. Thank you for bringing that up, 847. Shameless plug, jumpfirstacademy.org. The link is in the description. There's a free training when you get over to jumpfirstacademy.org. It's going to show you 30 minutes, no fluff. You can go through it in less than 30 minutes. It's going to show you exactly the method I use. It's called the Teach It method to help you create your courses, to package your knowledge, your wisdom, all that fun stuff. And we were talking about this at the top of this video. Somebody asked, can you really make 10K, okay, in 6 weeks from online courses? Yes. Check out the case studies and testimonials. I linked the playlist, or I will link it if you're watching the replay in the description below, so you can check out some of my students' testimonials and case studies. You can also find some testimonials and case studies over at jumpfirstacademy.org inside that free training. They're going to be free resources as well as paid resources to help you get started, okay? Again, jumpfirstacademy.org. Gio, absolutely, you can subscribe. Welcome, okay, to the Jump First Academy family. If you haven't already hit subscribe, hit the subscribe button, like button, bell notification. Let's hang out. I like to do this every single weekday, all right? So I love it. I love it. I love it. I am a teacher, Lajos. I appreciate that. Movie Short Society says, I'm definitely liking your live stream. It's your calm and friendly demeanor. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. I really do. Who's my favorite Bible character other than Jesus? It would probably be, I'm going to say it's probably Paul. Paul was a little turned. Paul was turned up. He was straight to the point. Okay. He's very interesting to me. And I also like a lot of the books that he wrote. So I appreciate that question. Thank you. 847 says, you are so down to earth and beautiful inside and out, woman. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Hey. What's going on? J Poke, is good to see you on. Laho says, what kind of teacher? So I teach people how to create courses, luxury mentorship, coaching programs. So if you're looking to create high-end courses, premium courses, you are absolutely in the right place. I also I'm a retired university and college professor now. I taught sociology classes, cultural anthropology, research, human services classes, a bunch of things in like the humanities field. So I've taught so many classes and developed those classes as well. So yeah, creating courses is my jam, okay? I love it. Peter, okay, is yours, Trevor. Cool. I appreciate that, Lajos. Thank you. I'm glad I answered your questions. It's so cool. Gio, Lino says, just subscribe, Gio. That's right. Just hit the subscribe button, okay? Like button, bell notification if you haven't already. Raj, what's going on? I appreciate all of y'all. If you're just joining, go back and watch the top of this episode. I promise it's a good one. Love hanging out with y'all. Can't wait to see you again tomorrow. I'm sending you much love from where I am, okay? Thank you all for the new subs. I really appreciate y'all, and welcome to the Jump First Academy family. Don't forget to head over to jumpfirstacademy.org once we hop off so you can check out the free training that's going to walk you through how to package your knowledge into the format of an online course, all right? If you're ready, you're ready. It is a free resource. There are free resources over there to help you implement as you go through the training, as well as paid if you want to go faster. All right, I appreciate y'all so much, and I'll see y'all back here tomorrow. Bye.